Hi there, YouTube yogis. I'm here to teach you a plank-centric class called Stop, Drop, and Plank. Let's go ahead and get started in our child's pose so your knees are wide and your toes are touching. I'll be here to instruct you through all the poses. If you want to grab a block, please feel free to do so. I like to keep one handy just in case. So your knees are wide and your toes are touching. Now here at the beginning, let's take a few moments to really sink into the breath. And if your nose is free, start to breathe freely through the nose. And see if you can breathe a little bit deeper on each inhale and extend out a little bit longer on each exhale. So each breath gets a little bit longer and a little bit deeper each time through. And maybe with each exhale, the torso relax a little bit more to the ground. So this flow today is very strong. So because of that, I want to make sure that I emphasize that this is your practice, and I'm really just offering you an outline. So you can always feel free to come back to this child's pose if it ever becomes too much. Now we have a pretty good savasana and a pretty good meditation plan for the end, and by good I mean long. So let's get moving here today as we only have an hour. When you're ready, come up onto all fours. Let's start out by setting our base with our hands, so the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips, and your toes are untucked. Now from there, drop the stomach, look up at the ceiling on the inhale, then on the exhale, round the back. Cat and cow. Good, inhale, arch, look up, and exhale, round and squeeze. One more time, inhale, look up to the ceiling, tailbone high, exhale, round the back, tailbone tucks and it's low. Now bring your spine back to flat. Let's tuck the toes and let's find our way right to our down dog. Whenever you're ready, lift the legs up and back. Nice, everybody. Now take your time here. Every moment in every pose at the beginning, I think it's a little bit of a exploration. So you're bending the knees. You're trying to find a little bit something new from the last time. And that's the power of our yoga practice. We're just releasing all those expectations and assumptions from last time, and we're creating this pose brand new. So press the toes down, press the fingers down, sink the heels, press the hips high, and see if you can come back to that long, deep, even, full breath. Breath supporting the length in the spine. Now when you're ready, come to the tops of the toes and then come forward to your first plank pose, the namesake of today's class. Maybe you walk it back. Ideally, your plank is aligning your down dog. So once we go from here to down dog, that'll be the perfect length for down dog. Now see if you can round the upper back, pull the navel to the spine. So the upper back is like you're pushing the ground away, like a push-up at the top of a push-up. Now, be nice and still. You can always set the knees down early. If you want to come forward, you could do that onto the toes. Wherever you're at, take one more inhale through the nose, and then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Let's turn that into a gentle flow. Inhale, ripple forward, plank pose, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Two more. Inhale, plank, exhale, down dog. One more time, inhale, come forward to plank, pause, exhale, press back, down dog. Strong through the core, long through the breath. Now walk your hands back to meet your feet and breathe, breathe, breathe. Little rest from the arms. Uttanasana, forward fold. Feel free to grab the elbows. Then take an inhale, and on the exhale, relax the torso towards the thighs, draped like a curtain, and maybe sway left and right or Shake the head, hell yes and hell no, to relax the neck. Our whole point of the practice is to let go of some of that tension and to create space. So it all starts in the mind and with the intention. Release the hands to the ground with your mind on your intention at your own discretion with bent knees to protect the lower back, one vertebrae at a time. Almost reluctantly, like every good leader is, ragdoll up to standing. When you get to the top, stand nice and tall. Take your feet about hips distance. Now lift all 10 toes, spread them wide, then plant down pinky toe to big toe, one at a time. At least you're gonna try. When you feel the toes gripping, inhale, reach both arms up to the ceiling. Nice. Now see if you can connect every muscle in between the fingertips reaching and the toes gripping. And so see if you can bring a little bit of alignment to that. So you're stacking wrists over shoulders and you're tucking the tailbone and bringing the front ribs down. At the same time, open your chest, big inhale. Exhale, fold to the ground. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold all the way down. That's our first little flow besides that plank flow. Inhale, come all the way to the top. Exhale, squeeze that energy right down the center line. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, fold to the ground. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold all the way. Inhale, press and reach. Last time, hands squeeze to prayer. Inhale, one more time, reach high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold to the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, hands to the ground. Lift the right leg up off the ground. Standing splits, or as my Hispanic grandmother says, standing splits. A breathe. Good. Take one more breath. Lift the leg to your own degree. Then set the right foot down next to the left. And let's switch sides like a dance between right and left side. Inhale, left leg floats back to the sky. Feel free to sigh. See if we can treat each pose almost like we're moving through water or maybe even like jello. Take one more breath, full expression and extension. Left foot to the ground. When it gets there, bend the right knee, take the left arm to the ceiling for our first twist. Arms stack. Open the left shoulder to the ceiling. Take one more breath, lengthen the torso. Left hand to the ground. Inhale like a slow dance. Right arm opens to the ceiling. Left knee bends. Right hip pulls back. Left side extends. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand to the ground. Beautiful, yogis. Now, heel toe the toes to touch. If you know me, you know I'm obsessed with chair pose. Nice and low, toes touch. Inhale, chair pose. Or like some people like to call it, share pose. Do you believe in life after love? Good breeze. Now that you're at the top, I always wonder, why does everyone dislike chair? I think it's because we're all in our ego collectively. We're going too low. See if you can come out of the depth, tuck the tailbone. Nice. Pull the knees together. Keep a little bit of that, and then maybe just sink down an inch. Good. Find your full expression. That's your degree of the pose. Then keep the arms lifted. Inhale, come to standing. Good. You're at the back of your mat, but I'm going to turn to face you. Palms touch except for the index fingers. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, lean to the left. Breathe. Every yoga pose is a compromise. Try to find the compromise that doesn't feel like a compromise. As you move to the depth, keep the length on the left side. Take one more breath. Inhale, center. Now exhale, tick tock to the right. Nice. Shoulders stack. Look underneath that left armpit. Take a big inhale through the nose. I hope you wore deodorant. And exhale, come back down the middle. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms to the ceiling. Take a big breath. Second twist of the day. Left hip anchors as you twist to the right. Navel is pulling up and in, supporting the spine. Nice. Using the core, take one more exhale, a little bit more. Inhale, middle. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hip stays like an anchor. Shoulders relaxing down the back. Arms squeezing towards the ears. Take one more exhale, twist. Inhale, middle. Do you feel it in the shoulders yet? Reach the hands up to the ceiling. Exhale, squeeze the energy right down the middle. Hands to the lower back. Elbows pull tight. Now slowly start to walk your gaze backwards. The tighter the elbows, the more support your lower back. And keep the stomach from just spreading out in front. Keep it zipped up down the center. Look to the ceiling. 2 or 3 breaths. If you didn't feel that in the shoulders, just stop now. You probably don't need this. Inhale, come down the middle. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Drop the hands. Inhale, look up. Open the chest. Exhale, fold to the ground. Release the head and neck. Sway a little bit left to right. Then release the hands all the way to the ground. Toes touch one more time. Inhale, chair out of semi-nowhere. Sink low, reach high. Now let's get a little flow in. Exhale through the mouth, chest to thigh. Inhale, nose, deep. Exhale, flow. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, low. 2 more. Inhale, sink and reach. Exhale, fold. Last time. Inhale, hold the breath at the top. Come to the tops of your toes. One more moment. Sink low. Hands to prayer. Fold to the ground. Heel toe your feet wide. Yogi squat. You can always sit on a block, but try to keep from sitting all the way into the joints so your tailbone is slightly lifted. Your hands are in prayer position. And close your eyes. Come back to the breathing, long and steady. And when you're ready, interlace the fingers, palms to the ceiling. Hands to the ground, legs pressed straight. We'll come back here a little bit later. Heel toe the feet to touch. Walk yourself back out. Downward facing dog to plank. We're back in the plank. I think you might imagine from the title of the class, we'd be in plank a lot. Start out with your toes touching, then lift your right foot off the ground, just a little bit. Good, now moving with the breath, right knee squeezes to right elbow. Excellent. Now draw the knee to the left elbow. Beautiful. Now take the right leg up and back. Pause here, point the toes, bend the knee, and open the hip. Then on your next exhale with the breath, knee squeezes to nose. Now hold it here for 3 and 2. Then step the right foot through. Good, spin the back foot flat. Warrior 1. Front heel aligns with back heel. Reach the arms up. Back to the breath. Again and again, it's like we're circling a drain. Sink into the right thigh. Press the left hip forward from the spiral out of the back heel rooting. Nice. Now let's take a flow. Inhale, sink high, sinks low, reach high. Exhale, chest to thigh. 2 more. Inhale, reach and sink. Exhale, fold. Inhale, weaving breath to movement. Exhale, hands sweep to the ground. Right foot steps back, plank position. Pause here, optional vinyasa. Lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, cobra or up dog. The chest lifts high. Exhale, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Breathe. You guys got this. When you're ready, toes touch. Left leg floats up on the inhale. Nice and steady, left knee, left elbow. Hold it there. Now take it to the right elbow. Good, now take it back up to the ceiling on the inhale. Point the toes to the left. Bend the knee, open the hip. And you feel that shift in your shoulders. See if you can re-even the shoulders. Now keep that, knee to nose, round the back. Squeeze it in for 3 and 2. Then step your left foot through lightly, or like that. Spin your back foot flat, heel to heel. Inhale like a bubble. Rise up, warrior 1. Back to the breath. Remember, I'm just here to remind you of things. And maybe what I'm reminding you of, you don't need. So you pick and you choose, and whatever you use, make sure you process it through your intuition and cognition. Take one more breath, sink low, reach high. Exhale, chest to thigh. Inhale, reach and sink. Exhale, fold. Good. Breath to movement. Inhale one more time. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step the left foot back and pause. Come back to that first down dog. Feel it out. Breathe here. Then lift the right toes just a little bit. Then inhale, lift the right leg. And exhale, come forward. One-legged plank. Inhale, back up. Exhale, one-legged plank. Good. Inhale, back up. One more time. One-legged plank. Hold it here. And back up. Exhale, step the right foot through. Good. Stay on the back toes. Inhale, crescent pose. Back knee bends will protect the lower back. Reach the arms to the ceiling. Extend the breath. Now we'll flow from here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arm, tap the knee. Inhale, back up. Two more. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Last time, open. Come back up on the inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. Back foot flat. Warrior two. Open up like you're doing Tai Chi, like you're pressing two walls away from you. Nice and slowly. Make sure the front foot is bisecting the back arch. Find the back toes pointing to the left edge of the mat. And sink into the right thigh. Take your drishti or your focus or your gaze over your right fingertips. So many layers in yoga, physical, mental, and emotional. Walk that tightrope between not enough and too much. Take one more breath, lean to your edge, turn your right palm up. Inhale, revolve your warrior. For one breath, keep the right knee leaning forward as you pull the right fingertips back and feeling the stretch across the right ribs. And then on your next inhale, windmill all the way to your side angle. Left arm to the ceiling. You could drop the right hand all the way to the ground or a block. Whatever you want, yogi's choice. Then see if you can start to squeeze the right hip in as you open the left chest and look to the ceiling. Nice, everybody. Take your left arm over your left ear. Stretch from heel to fingertips. Inhale, left arm back up. Exhale, left hand to the ground. Come onto the back toes. Find your twist. Right arm up and breathe. Take your right arm over your ear and then you continue that in a big circle all the way to the ground. Heel toe the right foot to the right and maybe drop your forearms all the way down or to a block of any size. And breathe. I'll take it to the forearms. A couple more breaths here, right at your depth. Sink into that right thigh. And I know you've been waiting for it. That's a break. Take the hands outside either side of the right foot. Stay on the back toes. And then press the right leg straight. Fold forward. And now we're going to flow nice and easy. Bend the knee, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg and fold. Inhale, bend, lift. Exhale, straighten and fold. One more time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straight. Last time. Bend the knee. Good. Now step the right foot back. Plank position. Awesome. When you're ready, lower with strength. Touch the chin, not the chest. Inhale. Press up. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. You're breathing, you're moving, you're feeling. When you're ready, lift the left leg up to the ceiling. And then inhale, come forward, one-legged plank. It's a one-legged plank flow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, come forward. That's an inhale, back up. Exhale, forward. Weaving breath to movement. Inhale, back up. Mind to body stitching. And inhale, come forward. Pause here. Hold this. Inhale, back up to the ceiling. Exhale, step the left foot through. Back toes tucked. Inhale, crescent pose. Reaching for the ceiling. Your ego is peeling. Sink into the left thigh. Good. Slight bend to the back knee. And now you can slowly evolve the pose and as you press that back leg towards straight. How straight? Let your lower back dictate that. Now 3 times. Tap the knee, open the chest, and exhale, come up. Inhale, and exhale. Last time, inhale, and exhale. Hands to prayer. Back foot flat, warrior 2. Like you're pushing walls away, Maybe heel toe the left foot to the right, so it's bisecting your back arch. Maybe walk your back foot a little longer. I love Warrior 2 for the space you have the opportunity to feel in the hips. So make sure your stance is nice and wide. I'm going to turn around for you. So you're on the left foot. Fingertips over, gaze over fingertips. Remember, every pose is about more where the mind goes in the pose than the pose. So it's all about the layers. And that's why we continue to practice for a lifetime, because there's so many layers to the practice. Find your version of full expression wherever your edge is. Move in that direction. Lean forward with the left arm. Inhale, revolve the warrior. Keeping the left knee leaning forward. Pulling the left fingertips back. Feel the stretch across the left ribs. And then slowly come into your side angle. Maybe start with the elbow inside the knee, arm to the ceiling. You could also take the hand all the way to the ground. That's an option, or maybe even a block. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Left hip squeezes in. Take your right arm over your right ear. Stretch it out. Inhale, arm back up to the ceiling. Revolve your warrior one more time. And then with the breath, sweep the hands to the ground. Step back, plank position, and pause here. Breathing long, deep, even, full, and free. 3 yogi push-ups. That means with the breath, nice and slow. Set the knees down or come to the tops of the toes. Look good. Lower with the breath. Elbows tight. Inhale, press up. Good. Elbows over wrists. Lower. Inhale up. On your next time, I'll count it out. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, press up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Lift the hips up and back. Pause here. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. I'll step to the center of the mat, but you're at the back of your mat. Oh my gosh, another chair. I'm on a one-man mission to make people like chair. Inhale, come up to chair pose. Good. When you get there, pause here, reach up, sink low, squeeze the hands to prayer, and then find your twist. Place the right elbow outside the left knee. Then look to the ceiling. Now, slowly press the hands towards the center of the chest. And take note, towards is a direction, not a destination. Maybe shift the hips to the left to even the knees. Take one more breath here. Full expression. Inhale, come back down the middle. Pause in the center. Exhale, fold to the ground, legs straight. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold to the ground. Heel toe the feet wide. Yogi squat. Told you we'd be back. Now this time, let's take a twist to the other side. Left hand out, right hand on right knee. So look over the right shoulder. Now maybe that's enough, or maybe you take the arm to the ceiling. Yogi's choice. Whatever you do, make sure you're breathing. Take one more breath, full expression. Hand to the ground, press the legs straight. Heel toe the feet to touch. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, fold to the ground. Walk yourself back out. Downward facing dog. Nice. Take a big inhale, hips high as they can go. Set the knees down to touch. Take your feet wide. Sit back between the ankles, thighs. Maybe come all the way under your backs. I like to sit up tall and put my hands facing upwards in receivership of energy. And then breathe, breathe, breathe. Calm the mind, calm the breath, and feel the connection between the breath rate and the heart rate. The chest expands at 3-part breath, moving through the ribs, into the stomach, into the upper chest. Nice and slow. When you're ready, crawl yourself back out. Nice and steady. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Let's get cat-cows in. This time drawing big circles with the hips. Forward and back. Move in one direction, maybe clockwise to start. And then take it the other way, counterclockwise. Movements massaging spine, breaths massaging mind. Feel the ribs move in either direction on either side. When you're ready, come back down the middle. Reach the right leg behind you, point the toes down to even the hip. Take the left arm in front of you, sunbird, breathe. Remember, always two parts to the pose. There's the height and the length here. So find the right expression, the right compromise between the two. Exhale, knee to elbow, squeeze it in. Inhale, reach it back out. 2 more times. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. 1 more, exhale. And 1 more, inhale. Pause here. Take the hand to the ground and slowly extend your right arm up to the ceiling. Nice and slow, like you're peeling open a banana. And take your right arm over your right ear. Good, everybody. Now, take your knee to your elbow out front, the awkward version. Inhale, reach, and exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach, 1 more time. Exhale, squeeze it in. Good, take it back. Right arm to the ceiling, right hand to the ground. Tuck the left toes, lift up and back. One-legged down dog. Then walk your hands back to meet your left foot. And now we're gonna pulse that back leg towards the ceiling. So little tiny pulses. Again, length versus height. Feel it in the core, navel to spine. Bring the energy up the left leg and redistribute to the right. Take 1 more breath, lift it and lengthen it. Now bend the left knee, tuck the right knee to the left calf. Inhale, back up. 2 more times. Knee to calf, inhale it. Like a curtsy, knee outside the calf. Hold it for 3, 2. Lift the leg back up. Exhale, set the right foot down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold down. Another chair. Oh my gosh, he's a maniac. We're a maniac, maniac, yeah. Now lift the left knee into the chest. Pause here. Awesome. And now float the leg back. Third warrior. Again, like you're moving through water or jello even. Reach the arms down the ribs, on the knee, or out front. Stretch fully, then come back down the middle. Pull the knee in. This time extend the leg. Good, now flow through. Leg back, and then come back up. 1 more time. Move with the breath. Leg back up. Last time. Fold to the ground this time. Walk yourself back out. One-legged down dog. Set the left foot down. Inhale. Reach the right leg to the ceiling. Exhale. Right knee, left elbow this time. Now you're going to do fallen triangle. I'm going to turn around so you can see. So right knee, left elbow, extend the left out, the right leg out, set it down, take the left arm to the ceiling. Now you can stay here. If that's the case, then shine your hips to the ceiling. If you want a little more, lift that right leg off the ground. Breathe. Breathing long, deep, and free. Take 1 more breath. Set the left hand down, right leg up, set the foot down next to the left. Come, bring the toes to touch, and then take yourself into Vinyasa. Come on the side of the left foot, take the right arm to the ceiling. So the arms are stacked, the hips lift. Now you could lift the right leg or keep it down. Yogi's choice. Right arm over right ear. Inhale, back up. Right hand to the ground. Come back around, lift the hips, down dog. Right leg floats up. When you're ready, exhale, knee to nose, nice and steady. Round the back, squeeze it in, and then lightly step it through. Like a ballerina. Back foot flat. Heel toe the right foot to the right. Inhale. Warrior 1. Rise up. Exhale. Hands to prayer. Interlace your fingers for humble warrior. Take 1 breath. Look to the ceiling. Drop the hands. Open the chest. Exhale. Shoulder inside thigh. Arms towards straight. Hands towards over your head. As you sink down in there, this is a really humbling pose, isn't it? I always think that, man, this pose will humble anybody. Squeeze the right hip in, take 1 more breath here. Awesome. Now release the hands to the ground. Heel toe the right foot so it bisects, or so it intersects the back heel, and then press the right leg straight. Pyramid pose. If it feels right to you and you have 2 blocks, you can use that. Or if you only have 1, maybe try bringing your hands to your shin and then folding forward, pulling the crown of your head towards your toes, melting your forehead to your shins. and pulling your chest to your thigh. Notice those are all directions, not destinations. You're looking for the right degree of the pose that feels right to you right now. Excellent, everybody. When you're ready, come onto your back toes. Set the back knee on the ground. Good, reach back with the right hand. Maybe walk the left knee back a little bit. Bend the knee. Reach back, grab a hold of the foot, and start that slow progression, that conversation. Look over your right shoulder as you dip into the right thigh. Imagine your foot and your hand are more in a conversation. It's not a tug of war. That's too aggressive. Take one more breath, open the chest, then release the back leg, tuck the back toes, step the right foot back, plank position. You're still breathing through your nose. Good. Now slowly lower your forearms to the ground. Cool. I would say here, or you can lift the right leg and squeeze the right knee to the right elbow. Good. If you're still squeezing, hold it, then step it back and switch it. Left knee, left elbow, hold it here. Now step it back. Now you're bringing yourself right to your edge. Make sure you don't fall over the edge. You want to look over. Take one more breath. And then release the hips, light as a feather. Sphinx pose. Elbows just in front of shoulders. Back of the neck long. Chin tucked. Breath is spilling deep and free. Through the nose. Into the toes. Now release the chest to the ground. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Take your time here, but lift it all. Chest lifts, toes lift, arms lengthen, hands lift. So the spine is long and the breath, again, still moving long, deep, and free. Now negotiate your full expression. One last breath. Exhale, release the hands. Press up and back. Beautiful, everybody. Come back to all fours. Cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Let's reset. Exhale, round and squeeze. One more inhale. One more exhale. Last inhale. Last exhale. Beautiful. Bring your back to flat. Tuck the toes. Press up and back. Downward facing dog. From down dog, take a big inhale. Then exhale, walk the hands back to meet the feet. Toes are touching. Oh my gosh, it's another chair out of semi-nowhere. Sink the tailbone, reach the arms high. Chair pose. Exhale, hands squeeze to prayer. This time, let's twist to the other side. Left elbow outside right knee. Palms pressed to the center line. You're looking towards the ceiling. Your ego is peeling. One chair at a time. Take one more breath. Hands to the center of the chest. Your version of full expression. On your next inhale, come back down the middle. Reach the arms high. Sink the tailbone low. Exhale, fold. Chest to thigh. Legs straight. Heel toe the feet. To either direction, yogi squat. Twist. Right hand outside right foot, left hand on left knee. Start out by looking at the ceiling, and then some yogis might want to take the arm up. Yogi's choice. Stay with the breath. Long, deep, even, full, and free. Take one more full breath. Hand to the ground. Press the legs straight. Feet to touch. Walk yourself back out. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Take a big inhale, hips high. Nice, everyone. Exhale. Set the knees down. Now climb up on top of the knees. And we're going to do another back bend like we did at the beginning. So hands to the lower back. Elbows tight. Walk the gaze back. So this time we're on our knees. Now maybe you reach back for the ankles. Maybe you need to tuck the toes to get there. Whatever you do, find the right degree that suits you. Big back bend to complement those twists. Take one more inhale, breathe space into the chest, and then exhale, release back to the ground. Nice, everybody. Untuck the toes. Let's take a cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back and squeeze it out. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Back comes to flat. Left leg floats back. Take your right fingertips forward. Nice and easy. Inhale to your own degree. Lift it. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, reach back out. Take the right hand to the ground. Nice and slow. Open the left arm and chest to the ceiling. Point through the left heel. Take that left leg towards parallel with the ground. And squeeze your left arm over your ear. Take the gaze underneath the armpit. Awkward version, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Knee to elbow, breath to movement. Inhale, back out. Exhale, stitching mind to body. Inhale, reach. Hand to the ground. Tuck the right toes. Press up and back. One-legged down dog. Good, then walk the hands back to meet the right foot. Standing splits. You're at the back of the mat. You're pulling the energy up the right leg. And then now start to pulse that left leg. Emphasizing length over height here. Just a few times. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now when you're ready, inhale, lift that leg high. Bend the right knee, tuck the left knee to the right calf. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, knee to calf. Kiss the calf. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, outside the calf like a curtsy. Hold it for 3, 2. Inhale, back up. Exhale, set the left foot down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold to the ground. Oh, crap, another chair. Toes touch. Inhale, reach up. Excellent, everybody. Now sink the weight into the left foot this time and squeeze the right knee into the chest. Sometimes I imagine I'm like Kung Fu, praying mantis here. Good. And then flow through. Find your third warrior, arms down the ribs, on the thigh, or out front. Now move nice and slow, like you're moving through water or even jello. Right leg out. Inhale, come back, forward. 2 more. Third warrior. And then back. 1 more. Third warrior. Back. Pause here. Hands to the ground. Walk it back out. One-legged down dog. Set the right foot down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Good. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Hold it here. Or fall in triangle. Extend the leg out. Breathe. Arm to the ceiling. If the foot stays on the ground, you can keep it there or you can lift it. Stack the arms. Good, take 1 more breath. Take the hand to the ground, then toes touch. Come onto the side of the right foot, left arm to the ceiling. Side arm plank, Vashisthasana. Press the hips away from the ground. Take the left arm over the left ear. Feel free to lift the left leg. Focusing on the breath through all of this. The breath is the foundation, it's the key. Left arm back up, hand to the ground. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Toes touch, left leg floats up, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Hold it here for 3 and 2. Then step the foot through. Spin the back foot flat. Warrior 1, heel to heel alignment. Inhale. And then humble warrior. Interlace the fingers. Maybe heel toe the left foot to the left. For a breath, look up. Drop the hands. Exhale. Fold. Shoulder inside thigh. Breathe. Think about everything squeezing down the center line as you take your arms towards straight, hands towards over your head. Nice, everyone. Good energy today. Almost there. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale. Release the hands to the ground. Press the left leg straight. Pyramid pose. Heel to heel alignment. Maybe bring your hands to your shin, or if you have a block or 2, you could use that. And then fold in. This is a really strong practice in case you haven't noticed. Let's come back to the breathing every time. The postures are tools, the breath is tool, and we're using those tools to gain a better self-understanding. So it doesn't help if you're going too far all the time. That's not you, that's insecure you. Take 1 more exhale, full lean into it. Then re-bend that knee. Come on to the back toes, step the left foot back, plank pose, Oh boy, here we are again. The theme of the class. Drop the forearms to the ground. Now, interlace the fingers maybe, or keep the palms on the ground for dolphin pose. Pressing the top of the head away from the ground, sinking the heels. Now, I'll be out with another class soon for inversion work. Not today, but this class is good to work up to inversions because it's a lot in the shoulders. Press the head away from the ground, toes touch. Maybe you lift the right leg up, or maybe you don't. Set the right foot down, and then lift the left. Good, navel to spine here. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. With a calm mind, set the foot down. Now here's a big option. Touch the chin in front of the hands for dolphin push-ups, and then inhale up. Good, 2 more. Touch the chin, and come back up. Last time, touch the chin, pause here for 3, 2, and back up. And then walk it back out. Full plank, forearms. Hold it here. Insult to injury. 3 deep breaths. Stay calm. Breathe deep. Take 1 more inhale. And light as a feather. Float the hips to the ground. Sphinx pose. You're breathing through the nose. You're letting go. Shoulders melting down the back. Eyes closed. Breath spilling internally. Breath-wise, finding your own rhythm, finding your own internal rhyme. It's bobsled time now. Release the chest to the ground, bend the knees, reach back with the hands. Find those legs. A lot of twists today, a lot of shoulders. So this works on 2 levels. Back bends are complementary to both. Now, slowly, like it's a conversation, open the chest, lift the knees. Keep the neck long so your gaze is down. You don't want to feel this in your lower back. So feel the hip points rooted, the navel pulling in to support the lower back. Then lift it to your own degree. We'll do 1 more and then release. Create a pillow with your hands. Turn your left cheek down and let it all go. Again and again, right to your edge. Where will it all end? Nobody knows. Bend after bend. Rebend those knees. 1 more time. Reach back, grab a hold of the feet or maybe the ankles, and then slow. Kick the legs. Like it's a negotiation. Like the 2 sides are about to get married and they're trying to figure out, do we have the same priorities? Good. Kick the legs, open the chest. Take 1 more big inhale, right to your own full expression, and then release. Pillow with the hands. This time turn your other cheek to the ground. Let go of the legs. And then bend your knees and sway your legs left to right to release the lower back. Plant your feet. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Up and back. Ooh, yes. Excuse my exclamation. Hopefully you're saying that to yourself at some point. Last down dog here. Should we do 1 more plank? No more planks. Take 1 more inhale, full expression. Knees down. Cross the ankles. Come onto your butts. Extend the legs out. Walk the legs long. Maybe walk the heels forward. Reach both arms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, fold. See if you can keep your back long. I mean, of course it's going to round, but long isn't ideal, right? So lengthen the back, then round and fold, lengthen, round and fold. Do that for a couple of more breaths. And then go ahead and come back up. Let's get 1 more little work in, because we're here and we might as well. Boat pose. Now, keep the heels in the ground at first. Personally, I would stay here at this point. But if you want more, hands behind the knees and lean back. Keeping the back flat and the chest lifted. Now,
I would say here. If you want more, you could lift the shins towards parallel with the ground. Now, if I wasn't showing you how to do the next stage, I really would stay here. Or you could release the palms forward. Now, I really would stay here, but to show you, you can also press the legs straight and breathe. Like someone has a string in the sternum and someone's melting the shoulders to the ground. Take one more breath, fill the spine with length. Good, now take the hands over the head and release the back to the ground. Keep the legs lifted. Exhale, reach up, reach for the toes, lift the lower back. Inhale, reach back and reach up. 2 more, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time, hold it here, hold it. 5, 4, 3, right to the edge, 2, and 1, release. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Roll the lower back. Left and roll it right. Congratulations, you guys made it through a very tough class. Let's complement that core work. Keep the left knee in, extend the right leg. And find your twist. Left shoulder to the ground. Gaze soft to non-existent over left fingertips. And now we're in the surrender stage of class. See how much you can let go. Let gravity take over. Even your mind moves away from the breathing. As even that relaxes and the heart rate lowers. Bring the knees back down the middle. Go ahead and plant the feet. Lift the hips for bridge pose. Now you can always make this restorative with a block. Or you can interlace the fingers and walk the shoulder blades in. We did so much shoulder work today. I really would recommend that. Get a nice shoulder stretch here right at the end. Knees inside hips. Take one more breath. And then like a feather, float the hips back to the ground, light as a feather. Knees back into chest. This time you're keeping the right knee in, extending the left leg, and you're twisting to the other side. Right knee falls to the left. Right shoulder blade magnetizes to the ground. Gaze is soft to non-existent over right fingertips. Breathe. Letting the dust settle. Coming down the home stretch. Pun intended. Knees back down the middle. Plant the feet. When you're ready, lift the hips. Bridge pose. Interlace the fingers. Walk the shoulder blades in. Maybe walk the shoulders in a little closer. And take one last breath into the chest and float the hips to the ground. Shoulder stand. Take your time moving there. Let's go through plow pose first. Hands on the ground. Take the straight legs. Now, some people might want to keep the legs straight to the ceiling, or you can take the legs up and over the head. Yogi's choice here. Now, if the legs are over the head, maybe the toes don't touch the ground, that's all right. And take your hands to your lower back. Walk the shoulder blades in. Walk the elbows in. And then take one leg up and the other. Shoulder stand. Toes point to the ceiling perhaps, or they pull towards your face. And absorb all that goodness of the blood flowing downwards, bringing all your vital organs, vital nutrients, including oxygen. And nice and slow, release the legs back over the head. Then use the hands to walk the spine back out, one vertebrae at a time. Somewhere along the way, grab your happy baby. Grab the outer edges of both feet. In between the feet, pressing to the ceiling. and the arms resisting. See if you can find the lower back just kissing the ground. Maybe retuck the chin and re-lengthen the neck. And then take your straddle pose. Take the big toes and take your legs wide. One last breath together. Forehead to knees, arms around shins. Take one more breath and squeeze it all in. Hold the breath. Squeeze a little bit more air in. Hold it. And then exhale, release, let it go. Savasana. Spread out long. Let your ankles fall softly open. Maybe you press your head into the ground and walk your shoulder blades in. And release everything from your mind. If any thoughts happen to cross into your mind, see if you can take more of an observation of them and allow them to pass right through like a cloud on a windy day. And then relax all the muscles in your face. Lower jaw eases from upper jaw. Tongue releases from the roof of your mouth. And even the squinty muscles at the corners of your eyes relax. Imagine you're so relaxed, you're almost melting into your mat. And imagine that your mind is so relaxed, it's almost floating off your mat.
Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Keep your eyes closed as long as possible. From there, when you're ready, maybe stretch the arms up and over the head. And then roll onto your right or left side, using your arm as a pillow. And from there, take your sweet time. Eventually, press up to a seated cross-legged position. No rush. When you get there, sit up nice and tall. At the same time, your shoulders are relaxed. Your hands are in whatever position suits you. On the knees and the lap. Your eyes are closed. And we'll just take a moment here to appreciate that space we just created. Then we'll end with a breathing exercise, and then 3 ohms. Today we'll be doing equal parts inhale, hold, and exhale. I will count out 5 seconds on each, but you may be either 4 or 6. So it's just an outline. When you're ready, empty completely, and then take an inhale through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hands to prayer. You feel that calmness we just created? Let's add to that by doing one last vocal release. 3 ohms. Wherever you're at, empty completely. Then take a big inhale through the nose. Do you hear that? Neither do I. Namaste. Have a great day.